देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना। Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was asked to speak on lift yourself. Don't ask anybody to give me lift. Lift yourself. Spiritual practice is discovering ourselves by lifting ourselves from where we are to what we are. There are two realities through which we go through experiences. One is a virtual reality and second is the actual reality. The virtual reality appears, it is useful, but it is not real. Like when we take some data in our phone or laptop, when we add, it doesn't add any weight. See? And when we delete, it doesn't become light. But that doesn't mean it is not useful, it is useful. So, these two realities, if we recognize that when we are conducting the business of life, we have to function in the virtual realities, but at the same time, we cannot forget or we should not forget the actual reality behind the virtual reality. See? So, how the virtual reality is created in our life? See? Virtual reality is a conditioned expression. Now, for example, if you take ourselves and an animal or a bird standing in front of the mirror, what will be the experience of these two, the human being and the bird or a mirror, a bird or animal? So when we look into the mirror, our experience, understanding is different. But when a bird looks into the mirror, you must have seen sometime. The bird will go and start pecking so hard that it will start bleeding, and yet it is not going. So he goes behind the mirror, and there also there is nobody. Let me check where he has gone, and then again he comes in front, but it is not going. Then he starts doing sadhana. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Rata Paripalanam Athavadanam. I had done so much of spirituality, gone to the temple, done the bhajan, the kirtan and all that thing, but still it is not going. Oh God, what to do? Okay, let me do yoga. Then the bird starts the asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, and yet that reflection in the mirror doesn't go. Then he becomes more angry and he starts cleaning the mirror with a cloth, yet it doesn't go. Then washes it, it doesn't go. Our condition is exactly like this. So if we have to understand what is a reflection, pratibimba. Bimba means original. Pratibimba means reflected. See? So if we have to define the pratibimba or the reflection, what are the components which went into the formation of that pratibimba. So there are three components. One is our beautiful face. Second is the mirror. And third, our proper proximity in front of the mirror. When these three things are established, then only the mirror shows the reflection. First step. Second step, if we remove the mirror, along with that mirror, will the reflection go? Reflection will not go. Should we go on worrying, yaar, wo reflection kahan gaya? See, such a beautiful it was, it has gone, I don't know, it has gone. No. And if we put second mirror, again reflection comes. Then the question is it the same reflection which was earlier? Is it the same one or different? These are the points of contemplation. Then we will lift ourselves from the reflection pratibimba to the bimba. See, this is the basic difference between the inquiry according to Vedanta Shastra and in all other branches. In all other branches, they talk about the soul, one soul per body. Like there is a soul, one soul per shoe. Spelling may be different, but they are souls only. Without the soul, the shoe can't be used. See? And therefore, many Westerners, when they do their meditation, they have got a soulmate. When the soul goes, the shoe also useless. See? So, our understanding according to all other, like the Dharma Shastra, Yoga, Upasana, everywhere there is one soul per body. And that soul is born. See? And this all is supported by the so-called logic. And the truth is, logic is what? Cause and effect. And cause and effect is an illusion. Cause and effect is not real. See? One father was holding his son. All the fathers have to do that only. But they forget. They are not in India. They are in America. And also, they forget, this is not last century. In this century, the father is Google and the mother is Amma Jan. You know Amma Jan? Amazon. Whatever you want, Amma Jan gives you. So whatever you want to ask Google. So when the parents are Google and Amma Jan, the children can be only downloaded. They cannot be born. And therefore they learn only the digital language. See? And what is the digital language? Binary. 0 and 1. Only 2. Yes or no. See? But in between we put the logic. So the father scolded the son. I gave you birth. This is the way you behave with me? Now the digital downloaded character replies, Dad, enough is enough. See? Who told you gave me birth? I gave you birth. Before I was born, who called you father? So the father is the son or the son is the father. Therefore, this cause and effect, when we get caught up, we will go in circles. See? And this is the foundation on which all the religions are based. So, and with these questions people come to us. You can be normal. Remove that your beautiful face. So, one husband came and asked me this question. Swamiji, why I am suffering because of my wife? Why she doesn't understand? I told him, do you know? In the last life, you have tortured her. And she was doing Karwa Chauth. You know Karwa Chauth? They follow some kind of prayers and they want to continue with the same fellow for 7 lives. Chodenge kaha? And therefore, in this life, she has come again as your wife. Now she is taking the revenge. But I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Then what should I do? So, first of all, stop blaming her for your miseries. Number 1. Second, now start behaving properly with her. Now put these 2 things together. We stop blaming others and start leading our life in a proper manner. You are at peace with yourself. And if you don't do, again fear and threatening. If you don't do, again in the next life she will be your wife. No, don't cut such a joke. I'll better behave properly. Now what is the purpose of all these things in our scriptures? The purpose is to bring to our cognition that we are a continuous, unbroken existence, and for everything we are responsible and nobody is responsible for any good or bad in our life. We are all expert in blaming others. See? If I am a son, I am miserable because of my Hitler father. See? If I am a husband, I am miserable because of this Mahakali. If I am a father, I am miserable because of this monster. See? Now when I think I am miserable because of my wife, what will be my spiritual practice? Try to improve the wife. This is called as Ashakyanushthan. See? So what the scriptures want? Us, lift yourself. First spiritual step, stop blaming others. See? We are all expert in that. We blame everything, everybody. Until such time, we blame others, we have not started on the spiritual path. So important it is. This is the first lifting ourselves. See? Kabir Das, in his couplets, he writes that I was cleaning the mirror again and again, but the spots on the face in the reflection were not going. And then I came to realize, oh, the spots were not on the mirror, they were on my face. Bura do dekhan mai chala, bura na miliya koe. See, to lift ourselves, this is the first step. Whatever we are doing, it must have its impact on ourselves. See, friends, like I am talking to you. Now, who is the first listener? Me. Before you listen, I listen it. And if my talk has no impact on me, will it have impact on others? See, my friends. Therefore, we come across one event in Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. One mother went and with her child and told, Thakur, my son is eating too much of sweets. You kindly tell him to stop eating sweet, he will listen to you. So that great master told, bring him next Sunday. And it was repeated 3-4 times. And 5th time he was told. So the child said, okay, I won't eat sweets. So the child went out. Now the mother was frustrated. If you have to only tell this much, why did you make me come 5 times? That time the great teacher said, before I tell the child, don't eat sweets, at least I must abstain. from eating sweets at least for 1 week? Why people don't listen to us is only because our words do not carry meaning. See, friends. And why the great masters, when they say the things happen? Because where from they are talking? We talk from the lips. See? Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. People don't work these days. You work. Why people work? See, friends. When we look at an object, is a phone. So now I am looking at this message. Then I start my camera. See? So when I start my camera, then am I looking at the camera or am I looking into the camera? See the difference? When we look at the world, we look at the world. But when we look at the mirror, we look in the mirror, is it not? And in the mirror, we don't see the mirror. We don't see the reflection. We see ourselves. So when we take toothpaste and apply it on the brush and stand before the mirror and do you don't apply there. Arey main bhul gaya. No. Atma upammena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sa yogi paramo mataha. Who is a yogi? He who is able to look upon the world as he looks upon himself. So, how the great masters look at the world? When others are happy, they are happy in the happiness of others. Average people, मालूम है कहाँ से पैसा कमाया चोर से. We are jealous. See, we have to recognize this. Nobody can do it for us. See, friends. So, sukham va yadi va dukkham. So the real lifting up ourselves is we are happy in the happiness of others. One person asked me this question in Mumbai. Swamiji, what is the secret of your happiness? You are perpetually happy. I said, there is a very simple technique I learned from Gita. And this verse I quoted. He said, what does it mean? I said, I am happy in the happiness of others. For example, I go to attend marriages of the people. That is the only day they are happy. And I am with them that time. Afterwards I go out and they suffer. I enjoy life. See, friends. One father told his son, Beta, congratulations. Congratulations. He said, Dad, what happened? No, today is the happiest day of your life. See? So, he said, Dad, you are so forgetful. My marriage is tomorrow, not today. He said, that is what I am telling you. This is the happiest day of your life. From tomorrow onwards, again, continue, wahi tamako, wahi chuna. See, friends, if we can learn this art of be happy in the happiness of others, you get free happiness. You don't have to do anything. First step. And if somebody is miserable, we don't have to become miserable. Then, if we are miserable, what is our expectation? A helping hand, a and a word of love and understanding and affection. In the same manner, it is not, if others are happy, you should be happy. If others are miserable, you should be miserable. No. We are sufficiently miserable. See, friends, by this what happens? We slowly start lifting ourselves from the relative world and marched from the virtual reality towards the actual reality. So, man reflected in the mirror of wife is called husband. See how the reflection happens? And if the mirror is corrugated, if the mirror is uneven surface, what will be the type of reflection? It will be according. But because the reflection is like that, does it make any impact on the original man? No. But then this man forgets his original face and is so lost in that reflection. Yeah, I am not like that. Why I am looking like that? Why I am like that? Are Ram, this is because of the mirror. Then what to do? Little away, go from the mirror and relax. See. So, anything which appears under n number of conditions is an illusion. Anything. See? Mirage waters. How the mirage waters come? When the sun rays fall perpendicular in a heated earth, there those sun rays get refracted and there is an appearance of water. In fact, there is no water there. But it appears. And it appears so real that if some truck is coming, you can see the reflection of the truck. You can see the lights also. Everything you can see there. See? But because it is seen, does it mean it is real? See? If somebody tells, yeah, I was coming in the evening and on the way there was lot of mirage waters, will anybody believe? Evening there can't be mirage waters. See? In this manner, when we understand the basic principle, any experience which demands n number of conditions to be fulfilled, that experience is not real. It is a conditioned expression. Conditioned expression or experience is an illusion. It remains as long as that conditioning is maintained. After the conditioning is over, it disappears. See? Now bring it back to yourself. This is an external example. See? This example I have given a number of times. One lady, a German lady in Hamburg, we had a retreat there, 3 days. On the last day, she says, Swamiji, I want to talk to you something personal. I said, nothing personal, talk here. Then she told others, you please go. I said, okay, start. And then she asked, Swamiji, you should have come in my life 25 years before. I said, even then I would not have married you. No, not for that. Then I would not have divorced 3 times. That's what she said. I said, you ask your question. Now 4th time, don't get divorced, okay? Get married. So, this Siri is telling what message you want to give. So, I said, okay, you ask me. So, my suggestion is get married once more. Now you have become expert. But don't get divorced now. Because there also you are expert. No, tell me something real. Then I told her, I said, look here, now you ask me question, I replied. Now I ask you question, you reply. My question was, when you got married for the first time, for our understanding, let us create a couple equation. So you were wife number 1, your husband was H1. So the couple was W1 H1. Correct? Yes. Then second time you got married. So W2 H2, second couple. Third time W3 H3. Now my question is W1 equal to W2 equal to W3 equal to what? Is the W2 is W1 plus something? Is the W3 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus something? And when you divorce as a wife, where that wife has gone? See? Nowhere. Because any conditioned expression is an appearance but not real. It's conditioned reflection, appearance. It was heavily raining, cats and dogs. That lady came home, knocked the door, husband opened the door, again closed. Oh God, who people come? Again she knocked very boldly. And then he became angry to shout at. Then she said, how dare you close the door on me? Oh, it's you. I didn't recognize. Because of the heavy rains, everything was washed. And the originality came. That is what they call makeup, which is done to cover the breakup. But when she came in the heavy rains, all the makeup was washed and the broken face could not be recognized. See, friends. So we have to differentiate between actual and virtual. So actual is man. Virtual is father, husband, son. And who is leading the life? Man is not leading the life. It is one of these three. Who is miserable? One of these three, or all of them. What they have to do in that case? How to lift ourselves from the fall? Man has fallen and he has become husband. So man is, he becomes husband. Nobody is born husband. See, he is fallen. That is why they say, one young couple came to me somewhere. Swamiji, please bless us. I said, what for? No, we have fallen in love. I said, then I pray for you. I can't bless you. Before coming, I would have blessed you, but you are now fallen in love. Now what is the next effect of the fall? You get hurt. And then hurt is called as marriage. Suffer lifelong. See, don't fall, rise in love. See. And therefore, man is, he becomes husband. Now when he becomes husband, what does it mean? See, somewhere here only, in some group, one white person asked me this question. You seem to know many things, I want to know from you, why these Indian ladies, they have got a .com on their forehead. I said, it is an indication your chance has gone. Now, she is already booked by somebody, she is married. Oh, so married ladies have .com? I say, yes. But then gents don't have. I say, no need. From their face you can see who is married and who is not married. See? This I learned from one Britisher in Heathrow, somewhere nearby. We had a retreat and one elderly person. He said, Mr. Swami, I will do meditation lying down. I said, okay, lie down. And after that, our session was over. Then for lying down, he said, Mr. Swami, you Indian Swamis don't get married? So I didn't reply. Then he said, after all, happiness is not everything. That day I discovered there are two types of people in this world. Those who are married and those who are happy. So what the husband has to do? Only one thing. Be happy. If you are happy because your wife is wonderful, what is your contribution? If you are happy in spite of your wife, then you are lifting yourself. Then you are walking the spiritual path. In short, the day we stop complaining about anything or anybody in this world, we have started a process of lifting ourselves. See? And how do we fall? We want to improve others. See? We want to make others happy. God has failed to improve us. And this me, I want to improve others. See, friends. Therefore, if we really want to lift ourselves, our focus must be like we are looking in the mirror, not like a bird. See. Now, when we continue with the same example, when we look into the mirror, what we have learned from this experience. Yesterday I told, every day we have to learn something new. See. So now from this mirror example, what we have to learn? See. First, mirror reflects whatever comes in front of it. Mirror doesn't give itself any choice. Third, mirror doesn't reject or retaliate anything that comes in front. And mirror is not influenced by the reflection of the object, is it not? Suppose the reflection is that of the fire. Will that reflection of the fire burn the mirror? No. If it is that of the rains, will that mirror get wet because of the reflection of the rains? No. Now apply that mirror condition to our own mind. When we come in contact with the world, we get influenced by the reflection. How? You are all scientists. We do not see anything in this world. You may be thinking you are seeing me, and I may be thinking I am seeing you, but this is not true. What you and me are seeing is only the images which are formed on your retina. If image cannot be formed, you cannot see. Suppose I am sitting and on me there is only darkness, not even this much of light. Your eyes are normal. You will not be able to see me. Or if you close your eyes, everything is fine, but you can't see me because image is not formed. So what we really see is only the images. And then the question comes, after the image is formed, do that image make an impact on the mind? See, if your mind is cheerful and happy, see. One day somewhere in India only, I went to somebody's house in probably Pune, if I remember correctly. So, kids, they told, Swamiji, you should stay in our house. So why? Tell you, it is impossible what had happened in our house. I said, what happened? He said, I was carrying something, some crockery, and something happened, it fell down and broke. So I knew, now my death has come. My father will become mad and hit me. But surprisingly, he told, Beta, did you get hurt anywhere? Take care, okay? He said, we can't even dream this. If you stay in our house, there will be always peace will prevail everywhere. How this happened? See, if you are in a happy disposition, your interaction with the world is different. If you are frustrated, angry, then you take your anger on someone else. See? One father told his daughter, maybe 8-9 years or so, Beta, evening, keep yourself ready, we are going for a movie. Okay? And the child is very excited to go for a movie. We are going for a movie. And whole day this man went, had kicks and kicks and kicks. Came frustrated at home. The child doesn't know what happened. And the moment the father came, Papa, we are going for the movie, you told me I am ready, movie. Now the child thinks, what happened suddenly? He told me in the morning we go for a movie, now why is behaving like a Rakshasa? Because as is the condition of your mind, so is the quality of your life. And how the quality is created? When any event creates a dent and a dash on our mind, the quality of our mind changes. See, Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells in 6th chapter, Jitatmanaha prashantasya paramatma samahitaha shitoshna sukha dukkheshu tatha manapamanayoho. He is merged with Paramatma, Paramatma samahita. Who? Only two conditions. Shita ushna sukha dukkheshu jitatmanaha. He who is able to accept all the complementary opposites without reaction, because jitatmanaha, he has conquered his mind. He is no more the victim of his own mind. 50% realization. See? And remaining 50%, manapa manayoho prashantasya. See, the world comes to us in the form of complementary opposites. Joy, sorrows, loss, gain, etc. And people come in our life in the form of honor and dishonor. Somebody will respect us, somebody will not respect us. So, manapa manayoho prashantasya. He who is not influenced by respect and disrespect, his poise is maintained. See, friends, he is one with the Lord. This is lifting ourselves. Let him express through us. See? And this can happen only through wisdom, through practice. When Bhagavan Krishna as a child was eating mitti, Yashoda Maya got angry and wanted to give him. Were you a pig in the last life that you are eating mitti? Bhagavan Krishna was worried. Oh God, whether she recognized that I only took the Varaha avatar. He had no doubt. So, to confuse the mother, he opened his poor Vishwa Brahmanda. Nahi beta, theek hai. See, friends, honor and dishonor are our own imaginations. See? But we get unnecessarily involved. Those who demand respect, they don't command respect. See? It's so important. We have to ourselves understand. One day, I tell you friends, digesting insult is easier than digesting respect and reverence. It's very difficult. About this, I'll tell you one event. This happened in Rudraprayag when I was going to Badrinath, 2 busloads of people. So we stopped there and nice bright sun, cold weather. So somebody gave me a cup of tea. I said, very good. So I was taking tea nicely. And there are so many pilgrims there. So one lady came, free Babaji mila hai, namaskar kar lo. See? That is the reason why I don't allow to wash my feet. They come and wipe their hands to my feet. I say, Swamiji, kaise hai? Keep away. See? And some of them are Shurpanakha. Shurpanakha, you know? Nakha means nails. Shurpa means soup. Their nails are so terrible. Swamiji, keep away. So, that villagers, ladies came, did namaskar. Maharaji, namaste. I was enjoying my tea. One came, second came, third came. There was one doctor who was coming for lectures regularly. She was the head of the department of radiology in Delhi University, Medical College. So, she said, Swamiji, all these unknown people are coming and doing namaskar to you. How do you feel? I said, Mama, hold my cup. She held. Don't drink it. So, then the next lady who was due to do namaskar, I say, stop. Maharaj, kyun? I say, she is my mother. I touch her feet. If you do namaskar to me, you get 1 kilogram of merit. If you touch the feet of my mother, you get 1 quintal of merit. Now you decide. Immediately the line was diverted. I took my cup of tea and went away. Now she was nailed. She can't go anywhere. She became so frustrated. And when our time of departure came, she was after me and I was running. I know what is coming. See? Finally she says, Swamiji, you are nasty. Why did you do like that? I said, Mama, you asked me a question. When unknown people come, do namaskar, how do you feel? Did you get the feel? I was feeling so awkward. I said, do you know why you are feeling awkward? You are thinking, people are respecting you. See, it is the divine that is respected. And the divine alone expresses in this world. If we are able to recognize the divinity, it is for that purpose we are taught in Dharma Shastra. See? Satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayan ma pramadaha acharyaya dhanama vritya prajatantum ma vyavachetsi matrudevo bhava pitrudevo bhava acharya devo bhava atithi devo bhava. It is a training to see divinity in nears and dears. Then only atithi devo bhava. Then only we can practice seeing divinity in all things and beings. If this we are able to recognize, then we are lifting ourselves from where we are to what we are. See, friends. Therefore, these two principles. In this world, things are like that. You can't change anything in this world. Whatever we are doing for our need. Nobody needs us. It is our need. With this attitude, when we start living, we will never be frustrated because of failure and never be arrogant because of success. See, failures can be digested. To digest perpetual success is very difficult. Best case is Arjuna. One of the name of Arjuna was Vijay, because he has never suffered any defeat in his life. Never. See? But when the challenge came in front of him, and the challenge was, he was unable to drop the arrogance of his perpetual success. And therefore he directs Bhagavan Krishna, take the chariot between two armies, and who dare fights with me in this battle, let me check. They don't know. They are fighting with Arjun. See? Bhagavan Krishna understood. Now he needs some treatment. And then he was put in such a situation. That situation made him nonplus. Friends, fighting with the enemies is very easy. But those who are nears and dears, when they start behaving like enemies, then the real issues come in our life. See, fighting the war was never a problem for Arjun. That was his profession. But when he was facing his grandfather, his guru, his brothers, and this is what Bhagavan did, be very attentive. When Arjun asked, take the chariot between two armies, Bhagavan Krishna could have taken the chariot anywhere. Imagine, for the sake of understanding, had he taken the chariot in front of Duryodhan, will Arjun ask any question? He has come to kill him. But what Bhagavan Krishna did? See? Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam. Of all the people in the world, he brought Arjuna's chariot in front of Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya. And then he didn't keep quiet. If he keeps quiet, he is not Krishna. Then he said, Pashyaetan Kurun Partha. Hey Arjun, you are fighting with your own people. Technically speaking, Pandavas and Kauravas were both Kauravas. Belong to the Kuruvamsha. So you don't have to fight with the enemies. You have to fight with your own. And when this was indicated by the Lord, Arjuna got completely confused and frustrated. Therefore, whenever such a situation comes in our life, that time alone we have to evaluate where we are, what we are. And then we will come to know one day the same thing what Arjuna came to know. You must be teaching the students also. So many things, all the Mahatmas tell Gita. Gita said Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Sashtanga Yoga, Nashtanga Yoga, so many of them. None of that was practiced by Arjun. He was on the battlefield. Satya. He appreciated. He didn't practice anything. Then what happened? See, only one thing happened. If you take second chapter, Arjuna's question was, Karpanya dosho pahatasvabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yas sreyasyat nishchitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Karpanya dosha, because of the self-pity. As we should not have pity on others, we should not have self-pity. Papoham papa karma, I am good for nothing. Maro phir. Good for nothing. Don't condemn yourself. Arjuna says, Karpanya dosho pada swabhava. Therefore, my originality has disappeared. Then, Pruchhami tvam, therefore I am asking you, who am I? Dharma sammudha cheta. I am confused. Who am I at the given period of time? Then, yes, Sreyasyat Nishchitam Bruhi Tanme. Kindly tell me what is good for me. He didn't ask, tell, this is what I want. No. You tell what is good for me. But normally we go to the Mahatmas and we say, Mahatmaji, aisa karo, vaisa karo, vaisa karo. See? Shreyas is what is good for us. And further he says, Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. There are two types of people who go to Mahatmas. One type of people are called as devotees. Second type of people are called as disciples. Disciples approach the Mahatma to change themselves. Devotees approach the Mahatmas to change the Guru. Maharaj, aap aisa karo. Theek hai, aap aisa karo. They will not do what they are told. You do like this thing. And when the whole Bhagavad Gita was told, what Bhagavan Krishna asked Arjuna? He didn't ask, did you get knowledge? No, he didn't ask them. Kachit eta shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa. Shrutam is hearing. In our Shastra, the spiritual practice is Shravan Manan Nididhyasanam. Not reading, writing, no. Shravan, listen. At the time of listening itself, the knowledge happens. Not posthumous. See. So, kachid etam shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa kachid ajnana sammoha pranashtasthi dhananjaya. Has your delusion born out of wrong notion gone away? And Arjuna also says, Nashto mohaha smriti labdha tat prasadat maya chuta stitosmi gata sandehaha karishye vachanam tava. See? So all the problems are because of these wrong notions. Arjuna's problem was not the war. Arjuna had no problem about fighting the war. His problem was, how can I kill Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami Pujarha Varisudana. How can I kill Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya? They are worthy of worship. How can I kill them? So his problem was not war. His problem was not killing. His problem was not grandfather and guru. If it is your grandfather, your guru, I can kill. But problem was my guru and my grandfather, how can I kill? So where are we fallen? Mai rumora toratai maya. We are lost in this. See, friends, we have to recognize this. One more example, I tell you how we are lost in this. In probably Pune, I was invited on my way to my lecture. Swamiji, please come, everything is booked. So your lecture is 6 o'clock, you come to our house at 5 o'clock. From our house, the lecture hall is hardly 5 minutes. Then have a cup of tea and go. I said, all right. So I went there. There, she had, that old lady had a granddaughter. Swamiji, my granddaughter chants 15 chapters of Gita so perfectly well. I said, oh, very good. So I have to listen. Without that, nothing I get. I have to listen. And then I have to tell also, lies is very good. So, then that child asked me, Swamiji, may I get my friend? I said, yes, get, no problem. She went to the next door and she brought her friend, both of them. They will chant 15 chapters of Swamiji, okay? I said, okay, start. And both of them sat. And her friend was so perfect. Not once she opened her eyes. Not like this, like the children do. And not remembering like that. Nothing. Very steady, calm, quiet. Not one word wrong. Perfectly. And his granddaughter, she was not remembering, looking here and there. Somehow. Now when I looked at both of them, after it was over, I got up and hugged that friend of her and gave her a chocolate or something like that. Grandmother saw that. She also got up, took that girl. Go home now, go home. Your parents are waiting, go. Physically she was thrown out. I immediately realized. Then I took that granddaughter. I said, hey, you are so genius. You did far better than your friend. When she heard this thing, then I got nice tea, coffee. Now for me, child is a child, is it not? But for the grandmother, my grandchild, samsara begins. If she remains as unbiased person, she has lifted herself from the fall, then I am somebody's relation. Friends, we all suffer in life because of these two things. One is possessions, second is relations. Whole world is only these two things, possessions and relation. Possession, Kauravas wanted to have everything. relation, Arjuna was lost in relations. Both of them suffered. See, my friends, therefore, we are all in this world as different characters in the dream of the Lord. We play our role and get out. But instead of playing our role cheerfully, happily, we get so entangled in this world and then suffer. See? Therefore, friends, to lift ourselves is let the divinity express through us. And divine is only happiness. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. Can you imagine? गुप्ता जी क्या हो गया? पता नहीं यार, जब से रियलाइज हो गए बोर हो रहे. No. Can you imagine? A realized person frustrated. महाराज जी क्या हो गया? क्या होना बाकी है? No. So all your spiritual practice is summarized by our Maha Mantra. See? So what is conclusion of Bhagavad Gita? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Where was Arjun? On the battlefield. When? During the battle. As what? As grandson, as a disciple, or as a warrior. The moment he corrected this error, out of the three, two he understood. Where I am, when I am, but what I am. We all suffer because of this identity crisis. We forget that we are not only that much more than that. Our individuality is a finite proposition. It is not complete. And infinite is not a summation of the finite. See, we cannot say, what is space? Space is the total of 10 directions. No. That all plus much more. Can we say the ocean is the total of all the waves? No. All that plus something more. In the same manner, I as a son, the husband, the father, the brother-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law, whatever, I am all that plus something more. And that plus something more is the truth. Lift yourself to that. And then Karnataka, play the game of life. See? Now this technique which I tell every time, try. If you are in front of your father, don't argue. Simply listen. If you are in front of your son, don't listen. Let him talk. But main thing you are not telling. If you are in front of your wife, then when she is talking, you should keep quiet. When she is quiet, you should not talk. There will be peace everywhere. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.